Hi and welcome to another lesson with Master Everyday English. In today's lesson we're going to the coffee shop. Of course, if you're going to a coffee shop, it's important that you know the names of all of those different types of coffee, and believe me, there are a lot of different types of coffee. So let's just go through the names and the vocabulary for all of those different things you'll find in a coffee shop.
Latte, milk coffee with the foam on top. Cappuccino, espresso with foam milk. Mocha, milk coffee with chocolate. Espresso, small shot of strong coffee. Flat white, similar to latte without the foam. Americano, water and espresso. Macchiato, double shot of espresso and foam milk. Brewed coffee, coffee brewed with hot water in a large cup. Cold coffee, any coffee, latte, brewed, macchiato, served cold. Iced coffee, any coffee, served over ice. Frappuccino, cold latte-style drink often served with flavored syrup and whipped cream, known as a Starbucks product.
Now you have all that useful information, let's think about the questions and phrases you'll hear when you go into a coffee shop in the United States. What can I get you? Are you ready to order? What size do you want? Do you want it hot or cold? Is that for here or to go? It'll just be a minute. It'll be ready at the counter over there. What kind of milk would you like? Do you want anything with that? Are you paying cash or card? Now you have the vocabulary, the questions, the phrases. Let's listen carefully to a conversation between a barista, somebody who works in the coffee shop and makes the coffee for you, and a customer ordering at the coffee shop.
Hi there, what can I get you?
Yeah, if you could just give me a minute.
Sure, take your time.
Okay. I think I'll have a cafe macchiato.
Do you want that hot or cold?
Yeah, hot, please.
Would you like chocolate sprinkles?
Yes, please.
And what size?
Yeah, grande, please.
Okay, anything else?
Yeah, can I get a brewed coffee, please?
Sure. You want that hot too? And dark roast or medium?
Yeah, it's hot. And if I could get dark roast, please.
Do you want to leave room for milk?
Yes, please.
Okay, great. What's the name for your order?
Yeah, it's Mark.
Okay, perfect. All right, so it's going to be $7.40, and it'll be ready for you at the next counter.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
If you find this video useful, please go to my channel. It's called Master Everyday English, and there are lots of other videos about life and work in the United States. We listened to the phrases, the conversation. Now let's think about some of the important information that'll help you with that conversation when you go to the coffee shop. Where can I buy coffee in the United States? Well, Americans love coffee, so you're going to find a lot of different coffee shops. Some of the big companies you'll find in most towns and cities are Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, Panera Bread, Tim Hortons, and there are more, but those are the ones you'll find in most towns and cities. Of course, there are lots of smaller coffee shops that you'll find dotted around all over the towns and cities in the United States. How much is a cup of coffee in the United States? if you go to some of those bigger companies like Starbucks, you're going to find the coffee is more expensive. For a normal coffee like an Americano or an espresso, you can expect to pay between $2 and $4. It also depends on the style of drink you buy. So if you buy something simple like an espresso or an Americano, that's going to be cheaper. If you buy something else, something like a pumpkin spice latte or a white chocolate macchiato, and you buy it as a large drink, that's going to be much more expensive. That can cost maybe $5 or $6, sometimes $7. Now we're talking about sizes. Something that's important to know about buying coffee in the United States. Most coffee shops, you'll buy small, medium, or large drinks. But Starbucks, for some reason, is slightly different. So in Starbucks, they have different names for their drinks. So a small drink is called a tall, a medium drink is called a grande, and a large drink is called a venti. So just so you know, if you go to Starbucks, they use different names for small, medium, large. It's tall, grande, and venti. Where can you find the best coffee? Now, this is all opinion, so I'll give you my opinion. I'm from the UK originally. I've lived in the US for almost 15 years now, but I can tell you I lived in Italy for a long time, so I like strong coffee. Now, if you like strong coffee, a good place to go is Starbucks. Starbucks have great coffee and it's nice and strong, but it's expensive. Another place I like to go is Panera Bread. They have good strong coffee as well. It's called their dark roast. Dark roast normally means strong coffee. But also not far from where I live, there is a small independent coffee shop and they have great coffee. It's really, really good, really strong, not crazy expensive either. So it really depends on your personal preference, what kind of coffee you like to drink. I would say in general, a lot of people like to have their large organization, their large coffee shop organization they go to, like Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts and Panera Bread. Normally they'll have a favorite, and then a lot of times there'll be their little independent coffee shop that they go to, on a Saturday morning to get something different. What other things can I buy at a coffee shop? Well, depending on the coffee shop, almost all coffee shops will, of course, sell cookies or some kind of sweet treat like a Danish or donuts or some kind of cake or chocolate. And then the bigger places like Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts will also offer sandwiches, pastries, salads, stuff sort of you can have for lunch or maybe for a light dinner. Do I need to tip? Again, tipping in the United States, it's a little difficult if you're not from the United States to know where you tip and where you don't. But normally in the coffee shop, you don't have to leave a tip. It's up to you. If you want to, if you think you had good service, you can of course leave a tip. Many places will have on top of the counter, they'll have a small tip jar, so you can leave, maybe $1 or $2 in the tip jar. Many places now, when they give you the screen for you to pay, to swipe your card and make your payment, many places now will also have an option to leave a tip if you want to. But again, in a coffee shop, it's not normally expected that you need to leave a tip. That's it for today. I hope you find this video useful. If you're going to get yourself a cup of coffee in the United States, don't forget, if you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and click to subscribe.